As we start a new year, I think a lot of people are hoping for a better year than the last one was, and we Christians, where do we hope? And what do we hope in? My encouragement for you would be that you wouldn't hope in people's goodness, that you wouldn't hope in the world becoming a better place, but that we would place our trust with the Lord, because knowing Him more is our foundation day to day and year to year. And welcome to this morning's Jolt in this new year, the first one. And this is from Deuteronomy 32:31, verse we recently referred to in one of our church services, and it kind of stuck with me. It says, "For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges." Even if our enemies are judging this, even they see that their God is not like our God. Like their foundation is not like our foundation. Their rock is not like our rock. And where they put their trust is not it's not similar to where we put our trust, and the effects of it and so on. How do they know? How do enemies know this? And this is such a great point, because it's so beautiful, it's so powerful. And as we go forward into the new year, I think we can just take a lot of encouragement from this for our daily walks. Because how will our enemies know? Okay, so let's refer back to the enemies of Israel back in those days, when the second book of law was written, Deuteronomy was written. It's because these enemies were zealous enemies. They were enemies who were looking to destroy the Jews. They were looking for chinks in the armor. They were looking for that little opening somewhere where they could put a dagger in. They were looking for a place where there wasn't enough conviction with the Jews, so they could put in a little lie or a little hatred or a little doubt or something like that. And this is the same with us believers. Our enemies oftentimes are looking for this. And and the beauty of this verse is that in the process of them looking for the chink in the armor, they became face to face with this reality that, that enemy, that Amorite enemy, would say, their God is not like our God. Like, this is like something very different. It's not like every other God. This is like a different God. And I would, why should we be encouraged by that? Well, I would say it this way, because do not despair if people hate your faith. Okay, do not despair. Oh, okay, I realize it's not fun. No one loves rejection. I don't love it any more than you do, and no one really loves it unless you're a psycho. But I hope you're not. But we are not made for rejection. Okay, but if you are reflecting Christ, this is why it's important to make sure that we are reflecting Christ. Because then it's not you they are rejecting Christ in you. So this is why it's important that we are not fighting our fights. We are not acting out of our pride, or it's not about us, but about His truth, about His reality, about His wisdom, about His love. And that's what we're expressing in life. We're expressing Christ. That is the good fight that we're fighting. And if that's so, then people are actually rejecting Christ, who is in you. And that is okay. Well, why would that be okay? Isn't it good if people accept that? Yes, but understand this verse. Sorry, maybe this is too much for a morning, maybe a little too convoluted, but I hope not. I hope you're still with me. It's okay if people reject Christ in you, because as they do this, they are coming face to face. They see this face to face. This is not like my God. This is not like what I worship. I worship, I don't know, money or sex or power or whatever. And their God is not like my God. This is because this dude still forgives. This girl still cares and loves and still initiates in love. And then they say, I cannot do that. Like these enemies back in the days of Israel. Today people could say, because of your faith, even though they withstand you, even though they oppose your faith, even though they hate you, they could say, because of your faith, I cannot do that. Their rock, his rock, her rock is different than my rock. So that I think is a great encouragement. Do not despair. Do not let go. Keep representing Christ, not yourself, not your ideas, not your thoughts, not your greatness, but the greatness of Christ, his thoughts, his love, his heart. And you will have an amazing effect this year in this world. God bless your day with that.